66-year-old billionaire financier Jeffrey Epstein was in court today
for allegedly engaging in sex trafficking crimes.
How serious are these charges against Epstein, David?
This is Jeffrey Epstein. He was an American investor worth $560 million that mingled with only the rich, famous, and powerful elite. Interestingly, he owned a plane that was stocked with baby oil and owned an island with a temple that was locked from the outside. But why was he rumored to have enslaved minors for intimacy on that island? Why did Bill Clinton and even Stephen Hawking travel there more than 26 times? And why has the FBI been covering it all up? All this and more will be answered today, so make sure to watch till the end. Court documents have recently been released containing a list of names confirmed to have visited Epstein's private island. And you won't believe who was on it. This is what they don't want you to know about Jeffrey Epstein.
Young women around Jeffrey Epstein, and they didn't seem to have regular jobs, and you started wondering, why are they here?
Yes.
When you look back, are there red flags that you should have seen at the time?
Definitely, yeah. Why fly anyone out to be a masseuse when there's plenty of masseuses in the same city that you're in?
In 2007, Jeffrey Epstein, a wealthy man, faced federal charges for serious crimes involving minors and enslaving them for intimate purposes. But how did he manage to get such a light sentence? US Attorney Alexander Acosta offered him a plea deal. Epstein only had to admit to lesser state charges, like soliciting work involving physical intimacy and also involving minors. This deal led to just a 13-month stay in a private section of the Palm Beach County Jail, where he could even leave for work for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. This leniency raised eyebrows. Why was Epstein, with his connections and wealth, granted such an easy deal? The agreement also shielded any of Epstein's powerful friends from being charged. This secrecy sparked more questions about who else was involved in his criminal activities. The deal's fairness was further doubted when it was discovered that Acosta didn't inform Epstein's victims about the agreement, a move that completely damaged their rights and trust in the legal system. Corruption, it seemed, may have gotten the last laugh. However, something strange was about to happen. In 2019, a judge declared that the plea deal violated the victims' rights, leading to a possibility of new charges against Epstein's associates. But then, Epstein died on August 10, 2019 in jail. His death was labeled a voluntary and personal ending of life using a rope. However, was it really voluntary? Epstein was supposed to be under strict watch in jail to prevent doing anything to himself, but he still died. The guards supposed to monitor him allegedly fell asleep and didn't perform required checks. Perfect timing, don't you think? This smells like a cover-up to me. And get this, Dr. Michael Baden, hired by Epstein's brother, found that Epstein's neck injuries didn't align with the typical self-end hanging. The broken bones resembled those seen in strangulations. Could this suggest Epstein's life was ended not by his own choice, but by someone else's?
How probably its highest profile prisoner take him off suicide watch, not have the guards look in on it. Somehow the cameras are turned off.
The mystery surrounding Jeffrey Epstein's death has sparked numerous theories, each more intriguing than the last. One such theory suggests Epstein's death was a team effort between him and another. Faced with a lifetime in prison, did Epstein seek help to end it all? And who would do that, and why? No discussion of Epstein's death is complete without mentioning the peculiar conspiracy theories involving the Clinton family. These theories claim the Clintons had a hand in Epstein's demise to protect their reputation and hide damaging information. Did Epstein possess incriminating evidence against the Clintons, prompting a carefully planned operation to silence him? Another shocking aspect of Epstein's alleged self-end is the series of failures and irregularities at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, or the MCC. The security cameras malfunctioned the night of his death, and Epstein's cellmate was Nicholas Tartaglione, an accused butcher of humans. Was Tartaglione involved in Epstein's death, either as an accomplice or a silencer? Epstein's private Caribbean island, Little St. James Island, adds another layer of mystery. The island, rumored to have underground tunnels and secret rooms, leads some to believe Epstein faked his death and escaped. The official autopsy report is also under skepticism. Could Epstein's body have been replaced with a lookalike, given his means and connections? It is highly probable and likely. Drone footage of a man resembling Epstein's post-death fuels these theories. A theory with traction is Epstein's alleged ties to Mossad, the Israeli intelligence agency. Was Epstein gathering compromising information on influential figures, and was his death staged to protect those involved? In a stunning Wall Street Journal report by Hadija Safar and Emily Glazer, allegations emerged about Epstein's relationship with Bill Gates. Epstein reportedly attempted to blackmail Gates over an affair with Russian bridge player Mila Antonova. Gates met Antonova around 2010, and Epstein, aware of their affair, demanded reimbursement in 2017 for expenses, including Antonova's coding school fees. Epstein's motive? To force Gates into a multi-million-dollar fund with JP Morgan Chase. Gates' spokesperson confirmed the blackmail attempt, shedding light on Epstein's manipulative abilities. The report also reveals Gates' past attempts to downplay his relationship with Epstein. Bill Gates had discussed business ventures with Epstein and was acquainted with his associates, including Boris Nikolic, Epstein's estate executor. Nikolic has expressed regret over his association with Epstein. Epstein's black book, containing names of associates, doesn't necessarily imply illegal involvement, but raises questions about the extent of his influence. This web of theories and associations highlights vulnerabilities and power dynamics among the wealthy and influential, leaving the world pondering the true nature of Epstein's death and his far-reaching impact. Even Chris Rock, a famous comedian, and Richard Branson, the Virgin Group founder, are both mentioned in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book. This raises more questions. What was their connection to Epstein? It's more important to note that being in Epstein's book doesn't necessarily mean they did anything illegal, but it does make us wonder about their relationship with him. It certainly doesn't look good for them.
Epstein sort of had like a Svengali-like hold over some of the, wealthiest, most powerful businessmen in the country.
Epstein's private island has a mysterious blue-striped building looking like a temple with a golden dome. People initially thought it was a music room, but others believe it hid secrets, like a possible underground chamber. A contractor noted the temple's door was locked from the outside, hinting it might have been used to trap people. Epstein loved treasure hunting on this island, rewarding staff who found valuables. They often found old bottles and dishes, remnants of the past. Epstein's interest in treasure hunting seemed like either an escape from his criminal life or a desire for adventure. What we do know is that Epstein's Boeing 727, called the Lolita Express, was specifically designed for his creepy activities, with padded floors and stocked with baby lotion. It carried famous passengers like Bill Clinton, who was proven to have traveled on the plane more than 26 times, I might add, Prince Andrew, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, and Naomi Campbell. Prosecutors claimed this plane was part of Epstein's modern-day slavery operation. His pilots knew minors were on board but claimed ignorance of the crimes. The involvement of JP Morgan and other influential people in Epstein's network is scandalous. And while some deny knowing about his illegal activities, others face scrutiny. The case shows how powerful individuals have ignored Epstein's crimes, eyes wide shut.
Multiple people that were out there really digging up dirt on not only the victims, but also the lawyers, the police, everyone involved.
Recent allegations have implicated Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. During a hearing in the Virgin Islands against JP Morgan, it was revealed that Dimon might have known about and even helped Epstein's intimate slavery activities. This came to light through emails indicating Dimon's review of Epstein's money transfers in August 2008, just after Epstein's first legal battle and conviction as an intercourse offender. And by intercourse offender, I think you can guess what I mean. The Virgin Islands government, now armed with a subpoena, is probing what Dimon knew about Epstein's activities. Amidst this, JP Morgan filed a complaint blaming former executive Jess Staley, later Barclays CEO, for any wrongdoings related to Epstein. This contradiction raises even questions about whether knowledge of Epstein's actions reached the bank's highest levels. Prince Andrew's involvement in the Epstein saga also draws attention. Beginning their association in early 2000s, Andrew and Epstein were often seen together, even after Epstein's 2015 charge of intimately taking advantage of a minor. Despite Epstein's criminal activity, Prince Andrew remained in contact. How long will we turn a blind eye and ignore what's right in front of us? Among other high-profile names linked to Epstein are former President Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Unsealed documents reveal Clinton's frequent trips on Epstein's plane, Lolita Express, and visits to Epstein's Island, sparking speculation about the nature of their relationship. Similarly, Trump's presence in Epstein's circle has raised eyebrows. However, both have denied wrongdoing. These allegations and connections involving some of the world's most influential figures hint at a deeper, more complex network, leaving the public questioning the extent of their involvement with Epstein's notorious activities. We may never truly know the full extent to what exactly went down on Epstein's Island. Until now, we can only speculate. But from the court documents and secret email transcripts that have been released, we can learn two things. Number one, the truth is often worse than fiction. And number two, protect yourself, your family members, and your children at all costs. It's a scary world we live in, and even presidents, politicians, and kings have now been clearly proven to commit crimes and blatantly lie about them. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and have hope. Got your heart racing, didn't we? Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling journey. And hey, drop a comment below if there's a topic that's been keeping you up at night. We might just turn the spotlight on it next.
I've just been fighting to get that message across that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter if you have money or not, you don't deserve to be treated that way.